No gatekeeping. I want everybody who's learning Korean to know this method because once you understand this, Korean sentences become easy. If you've been around my channel, you've seen this method, and maybe you've never applied it to your life, your learning, and it's about time. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Let this video find you and help you make sentences, even if you're a complete beginner. Even if today is your very first day learning Korean, you can make sentences. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you have the skill to make hundreds of sentences on your own. What if I tell you that? Are you gonna be like, in doubt? Trust me, you can make hundreds of sentences on your own after watching this video. So let's get started. Without further ado, I'm just gonna be using two things to show you that this how this method works. First, I am gonna be using one of my books because pictures really help your brain called Korean Dictionary You Need It. I had to name my book like that. You need it because adults learn like kids too, and I come from teaching third grade. And this is part of my vocabulary power pack, which so many of you already have it. It's 1,300 words, essential Korean words, all in one place called the Ultimate Vocabulary Power Pack. And if you're interested in learning more about this resource, I will have the link on my website. And also, easy way is just look at the description right below this video and you're gonna see my resources and you can browse and see what you need. But if you're lacking vocabulary, just know that you cannot make any sentences because you'll be always wondering, how do I say this in Korean? Right? Like, I'm trying to say, I don't have my phone, but you're like, how do I say phone in Korean? Right? So, vocab is a must go through step if you're trying to be fluent in Korean one day. So do not overlook the power of expanding your vocab bank in your head. And my students love my books because they look something like this inside. They're just like full of full of colors, themes organized, and then I recorded my voice for each QR, so you'll have it all here with you. And the next thing that I'm gonna use today to show you this method is patterns. So, pattern and vocab together, you make a sentence like this, right? So, if you're new to pattern study, welcome, welcome. It's really easy with my pattern flashcard. You don't have to look up anything too complicated. I like mine like this. Green is for your verb patterns, and orange is for your noun patterns. Somewhere here, you're gonna see purple too. Purple is for descriptive verbs, also known as adjectives in Korean. All color coded because my brain works like that, and I hope many of your brains work like that too, because many students told me that their brain worked like that. Okay, so here we dive in to the first thing. Well, actually, today I'm gonna go to patterns first, and then according to that pattern, we can match the vocab. What about that? So we can make so many sentences. Yes? So what I prepared is this. Where is the pattern that I prepared for today? Okay, I found it. The first pattern is noun is the best. That's the pattern. noun 이가 최고예요. Can you say that? noun 이가 최고예요. 이가, that's your subject marker, and depending on your noun's ending, we can choose 이 or 가. I'm going to show you examples later as we plug in the nouns, but just know that this is the pattern that we're going to play with. You ready? Now, with the pattern, we're going to find and search for the nouns that could work best to make natural sentences, right? So let's go and search some words here. Oh, okay. Like right when I open this, I could maybe say like this these pair of sneakers are the best. So I can say this. That's 이 in Korean. 이 운동화 최고예요. I just plugged it in. And 운동화 ends in a, wa vowel. That's a double vowel. So vowel, do you see our color coded in red? That's 가. So 이 운동화가 subject market 최고예요. 이 운동화가 최고예요. Oh, we just made one sentence, but with a noun that we saw right in front of us. What about you make a sentence then in this same chapter? You say, oh, this dress shoes are the best. Can you say that? You see dress shoes right here. Yep. You find it. I know you see it. Okay. All you need to do, plug and play. All that's it. Do not complicate anything. Okay. That's 구두. I hope you said 구두 최고예요. 구두 ends in what? Tell me the vowel you see. It's a oo vowel, like Uber. Oo sounds like Uber in English. So 구두가 이 구두가 최고예요. This 이 구두가 최고예요. That's it. One by one. And we're just making more and more sentences. Honestly, my challenge for you, with one pattern, at least make 10 sentences. So the pattern is sticking here. I don't want you to forget what you learned. Okay, let me show you something that always makes me go, oh my goodness. This is a fact, a statistic that I saw. According to studies, we tend to forget up to 50% of new information within the first hour. Oh my gosh, no! And we forget up to 70% of new information within 24 hours. So tomorrow when you open or like when you wake up, 70% of what you saw today with me is gone. That's not okay. And then look at the last sentence. If we don't review or reinforce it. So only way for our brains to remember things long term is to reinforce it and review it and do lots of repetition. Our brains need that. We're not like see it once and remember it forever. No, 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 no. If you don't use it, you forget it. That's the rule, especially in language. Okay? So then let me get rid of this. This is so big and huge. Okay. Then, your job today, you open your notebook. Now I taught you the pattern. You can plug in any nouns. Use your search on ChatGPT. Hey, how do I say this in Korean? How do I say this in Korean? And then you plug that into this pattern and make your own sentences so your muscles can grow. Not my muscles. My muscles of teaching is growing every day because I'm here every day teaching and every day showing up on my camera. And because I'm filming so much, my filming skills is improving, my teaching skill is improving. But you are learning Korean, and your job is to use Korean every day. Okay? So then, how would you say, hey, these slippers are the best? You're telling your friends, oh my God, you need to get them because they're so comfortable. They're the best. Okay, you try. Right. That easy. The third time you're able to do it so much easier. Slipper is Korean. Slipper ends in an O vowel again. 이 슬리퍼가 최고예요. 이 슬리퍼가 최고예요. 이 슬리퍼가 최고예요. I'm repeating the same sentence so your ears can get used to the patterns too. My pronunciation, my enunciation, everything. Okay, so don't get annoyed when I repeat the same thing like 10 times. Okay, it's like a teacher in me doing that. All right, so let's go to another chapter. Let's continue practicing with the same pattern, but you're not getting sick of this pattern because you're seeing new vocab. So you're learning new vocab at the same time. Oh my goodness. So I could say this. This umbrella is the best. Like some umbrellas are designed so differently. They are sturdy. They are good. They're automatic. So umbrella is what in Korean? 우산? 우산? 우산. Like, ooh, right? 우산. So, 우산, put 이, this specific one. 이 우산 최고예요. Now, let's take care of our particles here. Subject market. 이올카. Look at it. It ends in a n. Vowel this. No. Consonant this time. There is a 받침. Right? So then I could say 이 우산이 최고예요. 이 우산이 최고예요. Okay. You saw enough examples with this pattern. Your job, as I said, I gave you homework. Please do it. One of my students actually emailed me and took a picture of her notebook using the patterns, and she wrote down, I think, 20 sentences with each pattern and then showed me her notebook. I was so proud. I screenshotted it. I was like, that's how you do it. That's the example. You know, like some students are exemplary and like teachers like show examples to other students. That's what I want to do. If you're watching this, if I can do it, let me know in the email. Like, yeah, I know you're talking about me, Aina. You can show it to the world. I will if you give me permission. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of it so next pattern can come. But by the way, for people who are wondering, hey Aina, where can I get your patterns? These patterns are coming from my course called The Game Changer. It looks like this. This is a little like a design we did. I'm a magician in the middle, and there's like a bunch of like 330 essential Korean patterns, and they are overwhelming when you're trying to learn it on your own. Like, not kidding. Like, if you play on like Naver, Google, ChatGPT, it's too much. Pattern study is not easy. That's why my team and I sat down for years to create these flashcards. They look simple, but they're not. They're so detailed with color coding and conjugation, like English. Everything is right here. And here you're gonna learn my videos, like how to use these flashcards, my examples, hundreds of them. And every flashcard has its function, and they're really, really nicely organized. So if you're interested, I'll have the link in the description. Also, it's on my website. It's called The Game Changer. And I just want to show you, one of the students said something about this, and I was like, so proud. I think right here. Okay, hold on. On my desktop, yeah, this is what she said. I just screenshotted it because I was so happy to see that it was helping her. I decided to join the Game Changer because I wanted some structure to learn lots of grammar and vocab that correlates to that grammar. I saw Aina's videos on YouTube and loved it so much I got this course. Even just the videos are so helpful. I highly recommend this course to anyone. She makes it incredibly easy to learn new grammar. Literally just plug and play. I don't want a complicated anything. I want easy. I never seen grammar so easy. So happy to hear this. There are so many grammar patterns you can progress in a snap. Thank you, Aina, Joyce, and Isaac. That's my team members right there. All right, so that's just a little bit of one of the many students who talked about the Game Changer. So if you're interested, you can browse, and this will save you minimum like hundreds, I don't know how many hours, but it's gonna save you years of grammar and just gonna learn it like this because our system is very simplified. All right, so now I'm gonna bring you the second pattern. Here. Second pattern is I am on my way to noun. So I'm not going to say I'm on my way to the perfume. I'm not going to say that. So this chapter is inappropriate. I'm going to now go search for nouns that could work with this pattern. And I hope you are also actively searching, not only depending on me because you're the one who's making sentences. So let's go and see. Oh, this is perfect. Shopping, part 2. I see lots of places. So I could say I'm on my way to the department store. Department store is 백화점, 백화점, 백화점. Can you say that with me? Okay, 백화점, 백화점. Now, 백화점 You just plug that in to this one. I was just thinking, do I need a particle? But here it's already attached for you. 에 is a location marker, so you can just plug it in here. 백화점에 가는 길이에요. I'm on my way to the department store. 백화점에 가는 길이에요. There is your first sentence with this pattern. That's it. Where else are we on our way to? Oh, we're on our way to not online shopping. That's kind of weird because it doesn't make fully sense because online is online. Maybe you're going to a duty free shop. So that's 면세점, 면세점, 면세점. So now plug that in here. 면세점에 가는 길이에요. One more time. 면세점에 가는 길이에요. 면세점에 가는 길이에요. Okay, now you try without me trying. You say this. I'm on my way to the convenience store. Can you say that? Wait, how come I'm not hearing you? Louder, please. Yeah, I see you. Okay, now I hear you. 편의점에 가는 길이에요. 편의점에 가는 길이에요. So 길 here, right here, is street or road. So you're on your way to the convenience store. What about this? Like 시장 is not necessarily like a grocery market, but more like an outdoor street market that I'm talking about, like this in the picture. So 시장. In Korea, you're gonna see so many 시장s. So 시장, plug it in. 시장에 가는 길이에요. 시장에 가는 길이에요. Wow. Okay, what else can we work with this? Not the sickness, learning, no. Let's see. Homonyms, no. Technology. We're not on our way there, are we? Oh, this is a good one. I'm on my way to the parking garage. Can you say that? 3, 2, 1. 아! 주차장에 가는 길이에요. Literally hundreds of sentences with one pattern. Maybe you're on your way to your home. 집에 가는 길이에요. 집에 가는 길이에요. Okay, I think we got it. You have it in your notebook, yes? And your homework, remember? 10 more on your own. Here's my last pattern for today. Ha! It's kind of long, but we got this. One pattern at a time. Where can I buy noun? Noun, this time object mark that. 을을 어디에서 살 수 있어요? Like sometimes you're in Korea and you're like seeing people carrying something and they're really cute and you're like, wait, where can I buy that? Where can I buy this? You want to ask them or you can ask your friends this. So noun 을을 어디에서 살 수 있어요? Let's see what we can plug in. Maybe we can say there's so many cute good ones too. Okay. I chose this apron. 앞치마, 앞치마, 앞치마. 앞 means front. 치마 is skirt. Front skirt. 앞치마 어디에서 살 수 있어요? Let's be very specific. This 앞치마, 이 앞치마 어디에서 살 수 있어요? 이 앞치마 어디에서 살 수 있어요? Object markers, usually you can omit it for natural speech. That's like a pro tip for you. And what about this one? This bowl is so cute. bowl, 그릇, 그릇. 이 그릇 어디에서 살 수 있어요? 이 그릇 어디에서 살 수 있어요? Okay, I did too. Now you try it. Oh, cutting board. Can you try that one? Like this cutting board, where can I get it? It's like so good. Tell me. 이 도마 어디에서 살 수 있어요? Oh, you are getting it. And now go do 10 more. Cause or if you want, do 50 more. Do 100 more. Same pattern and just lock it in, drill it in. And next time you see and hear this pattern in K drama, you're like, I know it. I know this. Like it didn't go away. It's actually in my head, because you did enough repetition. And I'm so, so, so proud of you for that. All right. So we just did three and some sentences. And then now your job is to create a lot more because I want to create autonomy at the end of the day, right? I don't want you to constantly just like wait for teacher to do everything because when I'm not there, if you cannot speak Korean, if you cannot make sentences, like I didn't do my part, right? My students gotta do their part and be able to stay strong and be fluent in Korean one day, even when I'm not there, right? That's the goal of good teachers. So, hope you found this video helpful and just know that all the resources that you're looking for are on my website in the description. So, browse whatever you need because everybody's different level. Like someone is looking for foundational, like they're a complete beginner, so then they can go to reading material. And then there is like people who are looking for sentence materials, and we have all that in our website. And then we have vocab. For all levels, I recommend vocab because without vocab, we're not going anywhere, right? So that is it for me, you guys. Thank you as always for learning with me. I am beyond grateful every day that I could show up here and I see your comments I'm like at a couch and I'm always smiling reading your comments cuz you guys are so like sincerely connecting with my heart. And then I spend hours replying to all your emails cuz I get about 200 emails a day and emails like something that I can check every day consistently. So thank you so much for your communication, your heart, and learning Korean with passion because I do this with my passion, with love. And I feel like I'm attracting students who are learning with so much passion, enthusiasm, and love. So my heart is with you. Thank you for learning with me. And if you want to continue to learn with me, check out my other videos here on YouTube. You're gonna find this really helpful. And I'll see you next time. Okay? 안녕. 수고하셨습니다.